Is Matt Hancock king of the jungle? Welcome to Mark and Pete. Here's a thought.
If you think you are a jungle VIP and the great king of the swingers, it might be you are more of a wild OAP and just one of the failed political clingers. Well, Clergyman Pete, when it comes to Matt Hancock, we know a song about that, don't we?
Hey.
Now you think you're king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. You've reached the top and had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. You wanna be a man cub, and stroll right into town, and be just like the other men, we're tired of monkeying around. Whoa, ooby-doo, no one wants to be like you. Because an MP like you can learn to be human too. Whoop-a-dee-doo. I ask you, yes, the former Health Secretary Matt Hancock has been suspended as a Conservative MP after joining the cast of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. What say you about this affair?
Well, businessman Mark, Matt Hancock is used to unusual affairs, and I think this move is probably a logical career move for him. To go about clowning around in the jungle, making a complete arse of himself, is something I think that he's been doing it throughout his entire career. So
Yes,
no change
indeed.
there. But anyway, seriously, I think I can see why he's doing this. He has lost out on a ministerial appointment. He's not in the government anymore. I think he had hopes. He was signalling that he was available to Rishi Sunak, but it wasn't taken up. And at the same time, he had this offer. And I think that they did come to him. He says they did, but I think they did. And
Or
they
he
came to
went
him.
with a begging bowl.
Yeah, but I think it's the sort of thing that they would offer because
Quite.
let's be honest, he's become a bit of a sort of a figure of fun and a bit of a hate figure because of the
Yep.
rather some ridiculous decisions he made in terms of dealing with the pandemic, and of course some dodgy business dealings he did in channeling money to his friends and relatives to supply the PPE materials for the National Health Service. So, all in all, as someone who is seen ripe for ridicule, he's ideal for that role. So, in a
Right.
way, it is a logical move. And in terms of him building building his persona, and so for a future media career, perhaps it is a good move. But in terms of him serving his constituents and being a useful member of Parliament, it's a complete distraction. What do you think, businessman Mark? Do you take the
Yeah.
wise business move view?
I'm afraid. Let's be absolutely brutally honest. I agree with a lot of Tory party members at this moment in time, which they've taken a dim view on the fact that Matt Hancock, who is an elected member of Parliament, meant to be representing his constituents, he is a paid member of Parliament. I think this is the crucial thing, to do parliamentary affairs. And whilst I do accept that many MPs have a more than one job, this is, shall we say, to sort of line his pocket. I understand that he has used this I'm a Celebrity forum to try and elevate some causes, one of which, his cause, is the fact that he suffers from dyslexia. Again, a worthy initiative. But the thing is, I have been interested to hear other commentary that many people feel that what he's really done, he's just sort of hijacked that subject and diminished it in the wrong way. In my opinion, he was right, or at least to sort of try and think about his career move. And I can see it from a personal perspective. But really, where he is at the moment is in the wrong place. What I know is that the Tory whip has basically said this is a serious enough issue to warrant a suspension. So he has basically had the whip taken away from him. And what's interesting is the vitriol that's come back. Here's a classic example. Andy Drummond, deputy chairman of the West Suffolk Conservative Association, went as far as saying he looked forward to seeing Mr. Hancock eating a kangaroo's penis. Well, yes, okay, Tories, chip in. How low can you go? I think this is very serious because you've touched upon one very, very important point. He was the health secretary during a pandemic and things went terribly wrong. Many people who are in the campaign group for COVID-19 bereaved families for justice, okay, those
Yeah.
people who died are basically seeing that Mr. Hancock's decision as sickening and call for ITV to remove him immediately from the program. Now, okay, look, I mean, we all know that people need to maximize their commercial equity. I'm familiar with the way that business people definitely try and find opportunities to not only elevate their own persona, but to follow a cause. But I think his cause is misplaced in this particular case. What I think he should have done is that he should have made the decision to either step down as an MP and basically call an end to that, rather than trying to play two cards here. Because almost certainly what's going to happen is, irrespective of what happens with the show, he's going to end up with a lot of money in his pocket. Yes, he has said he's going to give some to charity. Well done. Congratulations. But even if he gave the whole amount of money to charity, I think he's really tarnished his credibility as a serious decision maker to run any kind of parliamentary sort of seat holding, and to me, I think that I just hope that he becomes really one of those forgotten failures of politics and society.
Well,
I
well,
just think
yeah,
he's completely and utterly misread the mood.
yes. I think that another side of it is that, as Tony Blackburn pointed out, now Tony Blackburn, of course, famous DJ radio
Yes, he
host,
was the
the
first
past
king of the jungle. Yes,
he won the show, the competition
yes,
of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me
yes,
Out of Here, and he points out because it's one of those shows where you're followed by a camera around the clock and you go through difficult circumstances, including eating very odd substances in the Bush Tucker trials. Uh, he said that he won't be able to hide. Matt Hancock won't be able to hide. In other words, people will see the real him. He'll be under stress, and as we've seen him react with petulant anger, for example, in a radio studio when he didn't like the caller. We've seen that he has rather a temper, which is normally
yeah,
check on camera. We're going to be able to see all that. So it remains to be seen whether
mm,
this is a wise career move, even in terms of keeping his brand alive, maybe outside politics. Because if he's that unlikable, it may not go much further. So
yeah.
I'm not sure that he's thought this through. Does he really think that he can come across well if with cameras on him all the time? I wouldn't. I
No,
would never dream of doing that. Obviously, I come across as cheerful, likable, and avuncular during our show. But what do you like?
yes.
But we're being followed around all day. It'd be more difficult. So I think Matt Hancock has gone off half cocked on this one, and I think it may be a bad decision all round.
Yes. Well, look, he's not the only MP or former MP to try to become a celebrity. Now, here's an interesting list of candidates that I'm just about to read out. George
Okay.
Galloway, remember him?
Mm.
Famously donned a leotard for a robotic dance and an impersonated cat on Celebrity Big Brother in 2006. Well, and that was while he was serving as a Respect MP. Now,
Yeah.
Penny Mordaunt,
Yeah.
yes. Commons leader and former Tory leadership candidate appeared on ITV's Splash in 2014 while in a diving competition. Ed Balls, same to you,
Yeah. Yeah.
former Labour cabinet minister, appeared on Strictly Come Dancing in 2016. Even Robert Kilroy Silk, do you remember him? The
Yes.
guy
Well,
who
he
was seen,
started as a celebrity. Yeah.
well, quite, and actually at one time, yes, folks, was even considered to be a potential prime minister for the future. But he was the former UKIP MEP, and he was on I'm a Celebrity back in 2008. Now, another couple of your heroines here. Anne Widdecombe,
No.
graceful figure. Former Tory minister, took part in Strictly Come Dancing in 2010, and Edwina Currie, former Tory minister, did both Strictly Come Dancing in 2011 and, just to double it, I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here in 2014.
Yes.
So there is a track record, but there is a
can see that.
difference. And this is what I want to make a point about, which is that whilst we can criticize some of those individuals of the past, and we could even say, look, Penny Mordaunt, yes, you're in government. Well, yes, okay, you can say whether it was right for her to join such a show in the past, but times were different. And I think context matters. Look, Matt Hancock should know and understand that people are struggling to pay their energy bills. You've got a recession. You've got many other things that are going on, and we still have issues with COVID, and we still have issues all over society. He should be taking more responsibility in a different way.
Yes,
And
I think that's
I
right.
think I would summarize by closing out and saying that really, I think that basically is whatever happens, he may be a celebrity now, but get him out of anything, not just that show. Get him out of everything.
Yeah, I can see, Mark, that you're not a fan. I mean, I think that the serious issue that people will take is from his hand in the lockdowns and
yes.
the many health issues and
Correct.
a much increased death rate that has been observed due to lockdowns. It's much commented on. Can be traced back to his joint decisions with the rest of the cabinet, but he was the health secretary, so it's very inappropriate that he should be doing that when he should really be held responsible for people's poor health, poor mental health, and for actually people dying needlessly by missing diagnosis of cancer, etc., that came through the lockdown. So this is not the right time to be prancing around like that. If you want to see a video comment on this I did earlier, go to my YouTube channel, Christian Comment on Everything. We'll put a link in the description. But from Mark and Pete, that's all for this week. Catch you next time. Leave a comment below. What do you think? Matt Hancock or Matt Halfcock? See you next time.